Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm so excited because we are about to make one of my absolute favorite comfort foods, a rich, delicious, and soul-warming curry chicken. Now I know a lot of folks think curry is complicated, but I am here to show you just how easy it is to bring these amazing flavors to life right in your own home. This isn't just a meal, it's an experience. It's the kind of dish that fills your whole house with the most incredible aroma, making everyone wonder what amazing thing is happening in the kitchen. This recipe is very special to me. It's been passed down and tweaked over the years, and it's packed with so much love. It's perfect for a Sunday dinner, a weeknight treat, or any time you just need a little something to warm your heart and your belly. Trust me, once you make this, it's going to be in your regular rotation. So grab your apron, get ready, and let's talk about what you'll need to make this magic happen. First things first, let's talk about our star player, the chicken. I'm using about 3 pounds of chicken thighs, bone in and skin on. Why? Because that bone and skin add so much flavor and keep the chicken incredibly juicy and tender. You can absolutely use chicken breasts if you prefer, just be mindful of the cooking time so they don't dry out. We're going to cut these into nice, manageable pieces. Now for the heart of the dish, our curry blend. This is where the real flavor party begins. We're using a good quality Jamaican-style curry powder. You want one with a beautiful golden color and a fragrant smell. We'll need about 3 to 4 tablespoons. We're also going to add a tablespoon of turmeric for that gorgeous color and its earthy notes, a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, a teaspoon of black pepper, and just a little pinch of cayenne pepper for a gentle warmth. Don't worry, it won't be too spicy, but you can always add more if you like a good kick. Next up, our fresh aromatics. These are non-negotiable. They build the foundation of our flavor. We need 1 large yellow onion, finely chopped. About 6 to 8 cloves of fresh garlic, minced up real good. A 2-inch piece of fresh ginger, grated, and 1 whole Scotch bonnet pepper. Now, don't be scared of this little powerhouse. We're going to put it in whole, so it will release its beautiful fruity flavor without all the intense heat. Just be sure not to let it burst open unless you want a 5-alarm fire in your mouth. We'll also need a few sprigs of fresh thyme and a couple of scallions or green onions roughly chopped. To create our luscious, creamy sauce, we're going to need 1 can of full-fat coconut milk. Please use the full-fat kind. It makes all the difference in the richness and texture of the gravy. We'll also use about 2 cups of chicken broth to control the consistency. And what's a good curry chicken without some veggies? We're keeping it classic with about 2 large potatoes. I like using Yukon Golds, peeled and cut into 1-inch cubes. And 2 large carrots, peeled and sliced into thick coins. These are going to soak up all that incredible curry sauce and become little bites of heaven. Finally, we'll need a little oil for sauteing. I'm using vegetable oil, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, and a little bit of salt to taste at the end. It's always important to taste as you go and adjust your seasonings. That's the secret to being a great home cook. So to recap real quick, we've got our chicken thighs, a beautiful blend of curry powder and spices. Our fresh and fragrant aromatics like onion, garlic, ginger, and thyme. We have our potatoes and carrots, that creamy coconut milk, chicken broth, and our whole Scotch bonnet pepper for that authentic flavor. All right, that's everything! It might seem like a lot, but believe me, every single one of these ingredients plays a crucial role in creating a curry that is layered, complex, and absolutely unforgettable. It's a symphony of flavors just waiting to happen. I'm so excited for you to see how this all comes together. This is the kind of cooking that's good for the soul. In the next video, we're rolling up our sleeves and getting down to business. I'm going to walk you through every single step, from seasoning the chicken to getting that perfect, beautiful sear, and simmering everything together until the meat is falling off the bone and the sauce is pure liquid gold. You are not going to want to miss it. So make sure you've got all your ingredients ready. And I will see you in the next video where they'll start cooking up this amazing curry chicken. Thanks for watching, and get ready to eat good. See you soon. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm so excited to finally get into the good stuff with you all today. In our last video, we went through all the beautiful aromatic ingredients you need for my signature curry chicken. I see all your comments, and I know you've been waiting patiently. Well, the wait is over. Today, we're retaking that perfectly marinated chicken that has been soaking up all that flavor overnight, and we're returning it into a dish that will have your family and friends begging for the recipe. Trust me when I say this is the easiest, most flavorful curry chicken you will ever make. It's my go-to for a reason, especially when I have guests coming over. It never fails to impress. So, you're ready to create some magic. Let's get cooking. First things first, let's talk about this chicken. Look at this beauty! It's been sitting in that glorious marinade we made yesterday. All that fresh thyme, scallion, garlic, ginger, and of course our blend of curry powders. The smell alone is just incredible. Now, the first step to building those deep, rich layers of flavor is getting a really good sear on our chicken. So I've got my Dutch oven here, my big heavy-bottomed pot getting nice and hot over medium-high heat. You can use any heavy pot you have. I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil, just enough to coat the bottom. You don't need a lot because the chicken will release some of its own fats. We want to hear that sizzle as soon as the chicken hits the pan. That sound is the start of something amazing. Alright, the oil is shimmering, which means it's ready. Now we're going to carefully place our chicken pieces into the pot. Don't overcrowd the pan. This is super important. If you put too much in at once, the chicken will steam instead of brown, and you'll miss out on that beautiful caramelized crust. We want color, honey, we want flavor. So we'll do this in batches. I'm just laying them in skin side down if you have pieces with skin. We're going to let them sear for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, just until they're golden brown. Don't be tempted to move them around too much. Just let the pot do its work. While this first batch is browning, let me tell you, the aroma that's starting to fill this kitchen right now is everything. It's that warm, earthy smell of the curry toasting in the pot. It's just heavenly. Okay, this first batch looks perfect. See that gorgeous golden brown color? That's exactly what we're looking for. I'm going to take these pieces out and set them aside on a plate. Now for the second batch. We'll just repeat the process until all of our chicken is nicely seared. All those little brown bits left at the bottom of the pot, don't you dare clean that out. That's called fond, and that is pure, concentrated flavor. We're going to use that in a little bit to build our gravy, and it's going to make our curry taste absolutely divine. You see, every single step in this recipe has a purpose. It's all about layering flavors one on top of the other to create a final dish that is complex and incredibly satisfying. Searing the chicken is not a step you want to skip. It locks in the juices and starts that flavor party. Now that all our chicken is beautifully browned and resting, we're going to work on our gravy. I'm turning the heat down to medium. To that same pot, with all those glorious brown bits, I'm going to add my chopped onion, bell peppers, and a little more of that fresh thyme and scallion. We're going to saute these for a few minutes until the onions become soft and translucent. As they cook, I'm going to use my wooden spoon to scrape up all that fond from the bottom of the pot. The moisture from the vegetables will help release it, and it will just melt right into our base. This is what we call deglazing the pan. It's a simple technique that adds a massive amount of flavor. You can already see the color changing, can't you? It's getting richer and deeper. This is the heart and soul of our curry gravy right here. Next, it's time to bloom our spices. This is another key step. I'm adding another tablespoon of that beautiful yellow curry powder and a little bit of the darker, spicier one. We're going to toast them in the pot with our vegetables for about a minute. You have to keep stirring so they don't burn. Toasting the spices awakens their essential oils and makes their flavor so much more intense and fragrant. You'll know it's ready when your kitchen smells like a spice market. It's a completely different aroma than when you just dump it into liquid. It's deeper, nuttier, and just so much more aromatic. This little 1-minute step elevates the entire dish from good to absolutely unforgettable. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Always bloom your spices. It makes all the difference in the world. Alright, our spices are toasted, and it smells incredible in here. Now it's time to bring our chicken back to the party. I'm going to return all those seared chicken pieces to the pot, along with any juices that have collected on the plate. Remember, flavor, flavor, flavor. Nestle them right into those sautéed vegetables. Next, I'm adding my potatoes and carrots. I like to cut them into nice, hearty chunks so they don't turn to mush while they're cooking. Just scatter them all around the chicken. This is what is going to braise the chicken and cook the potatoes until they re-tender and delicious. Give everything a gentle stir to make sure it's all happy in the pot. We're going to bring this up to a boil, then reduce the heat to low, cover the pot, and let it simmer. This is where the magic really happens. We're going to let it simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes. During this time, the chicken will become fall-off-the-bone tender, The potatoes and carrots will soak up all that wonderful curry flavor, and the gravy will start to thicken and reduce. This is the low and slow part of the process. You can go relax, tidy up the kitchen, or pour yourself a glass of something nice, because the hard part is over. The stove is doing all the work for you now. This is why I love this dish for entertaining. Once it's simmering, you're free to chat with your guests. The aroma alone will have them counting down the minutes until dinner is served. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes and it's time for the final touch. Let's take a look. Oh wow, the gravy has thickened up beautifully, the potatoes are fork tender, and the chicken looks amazing. Now for the secret ingredient that takes this curry to the next level. Coconut milk. I'm pouring in about a cup of full-fat coconut milk. This is going to give our curry a wonderful creaminess, a subtle sweetness that balances out the spices, and a velvety smooth texture. We're also going to add our Scotch bonnet pepper now. I'm adding it in whole. Please do not cut it unless you want your curry to be fiery hot. By adding it whole, we get all of its beautiful, fruity aroma and flavor without the intense heat. It's a trick my grandmother taught me. We'll just let it simmer in the gravy for the last 10 minutes. After adding the coconut milk and the pepper, I'm just going to let it simmer gently, uncovered, for another 10 minutes. This will allow the gravy to thicken up just a little bit more and for all those flavors to meld together perfectly. This is also the time to taste and adjust your seasoning. I'm going to give it a little taste. That is perfect. It's savory, it's a little bit sweet from the coconut milk. It's got that warm heat from the spices, and that beautiful fragrant note from the Scotch bonnet. If you feel it needs a little more salt or maybe a pinch of black pepper, now is the time to add it. But with that flavorful marinade we started with, you often don't need to add much at all. And look at that color, that deep, golden, rich color. That is the color of love right there. And there you have it. Our delicious, tender, flavor-packed curry chicken is done. I'm just going to turn off the heat and carefully remove that Scotch bonnet pepper before serving. Look at how the meat is just falling off the bone. The potatoes have soaked up that incredible gravy and the whole dish is just singing with flavor. I love to serve this with some fluffy white rice to soak up all of that amazing sauce, and maybe some simple steamed cabbage on the side. When your guests walk in and smell this cooking, they'll know they're in for a treat. And when they taste it, they're going to be blown away. They will think you spent all day in the kitchen, but you and I know how simple it really was. It's all about the technique. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. I had so much fun sharing this special recipe with you all. I really hope you give it a try. If you do, please let me know in the comments how it turned out. I love hearing from you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future adventures in the kitchen. There's so much more deliciousness to come. Until next time, happy cooking.